In this video, we're going to look at how to find the equation of a line. In this particular example, we want to find the equation of a line that goes through a particular point, namely -4, 5, but that also happens to be parallel to the line y equals 7x minus 1. So before we go ahead and take this up, try this problem on your own. It's up to you which form to use for the equation of a line, but oftentimes we use the form y equals mx plus b because that's very straightforward. So let's assume we're going to use the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Remember, you want your line to be parallel to y equals 7x minus 1, so that should tell you something about the slope. Next, once you have the slope, all you have to do is figure out the y-intercept, b. In order to do that, you still have an additional piece of information in the question, namely that you want your line to go through the point -4, 5. So if you substitute that piece of information into the equation of the line, you can solve for the only unknown remaining, which is the y-intercept, b. So again, we're going to use y equals mx plus b. Go ahead, try this out, and we'll continue once you're done. So hopefully you've tried this out. Let's begin with the equation of the line that we want to use, which is y equals mx plus b. Here we need m and we need b. So let's go ahead and find each of these in turn. So first of all, m. We want a line that is parallel to y equals 7x minus 1. Now in the equation y equals 7x minus 1, the slope is the number in front of the x. So in other words, the 7. Because we want our lines to be parallel, that means the slopes have to be the same. So in other words, we find out, and I'm just writing these three little dots which indicate therefore, the slope is going to be 7. So we already know what the slope is, we just need to figure out the y-intercept now. So far we have y equals 7x plus b, and we just need to figure out b. So what we can do is we can sub in the one point that we have information about, which is -4, 5. So if we replace y with 5 and x with -4, we can solve for b. We get that 5 is equal to -28 plus b, and this arrow I'm drawing just means implies, so in other words, from this equation, we'll find out that b is equal to 33. And we get that by adding 28 to both sides to isolate for b. So final answer is therefore y equals 7x plus 33 is the equation of our line. Again, how we found this is we need two pieces of information, the slope and the y-intercept. Finding the slope was really easy because we wanted a line that's parallel to the given line, and the given line had a slope of 7. Parallel lines have slopes that are the same, so we know that our line will also have a slope of 7. Next, we needed to find the y-intercept for our line. Well, we know already that m is 7, so we substituted that in, and the only unknown then in our equation was b, because we could replace x and y with the information given in the question about the point that this line goes through. Because it goes through the point -4, 5, that must mean that -4, 5 satisfies the equation. So we can substitute x as -4 and y as 5 and solve for the only remaining unknown, which is b. And we found that b, the y-intercept, is 33. So finally, in y equals mx plus b form, we get that y equals 7x plus 33 is the equation of our line.